Hello, Factorio fans! Welcome back to another episode of Evan Better Presents. And, I have been a busy boy. I'm getting a lot accomplished here. This is one of my train hubs. Take a look at it on the map. This is Mid-Junction. And Mid-Junction serves the purpose of collecting ore from this top section up here, which I just cleared out recently. Then we're going to take a little ride down our train tracks. And we're going to head into the depot. You can see here I've got some switching systems to make sure that all the trains take their turn. And there's no calamities with they'll smash into each other and blow up. So each train spends 15 seconds. You can see there's the third one there. It's arriving. Each train spends 15 seconds in the depot. And then when this one's gone, I might move that because that seems like the train gets really far away before they have to start moving on to the next one. I'm going to move this right now, actually. Let's move it to... Ah, that's the reason. Knew there was a reason for that. And I can't get it any closer because it's all angled turns here. All right, so that guy's going back up to where he belongs. And we'll hop on this train here and we'll see where it goes. Okay, so each train spends 15 seconds here in Iron Deposit Town. You can see here, this is where they also fuel up with coal. Alright. Now, I haven't had any production running in a while, so the iron isn't really an issue. I hope this is the south one. No. But there you go. This guy, we've got two trains coming to this location here, because it's the close by location, I figured. And you can see there's the train that goes up to mid-junction, bypasses everything here. That was the whole point of the second rail system. See that? There's another train bypassing it. Okay. That's the south train. No, it isn't. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye out where the south train is. Now, the dual track isn't necessary. I have it... I could get this... I could do this more or less with, like... Well, no, you couldn't. You couldn't do it with one track. You really need a second track to be able to have this many trains running. And then the next train moves up. And then this guy waits his turn. And they all do this. They all do this in quick succession. That's got to be the south train right there, I think. Well, let's hop on board that. At least I think this is the south train. Let's see. No, that's the mid-junction train. One of these guys has got to be south train. I just got to find out which one it is. I don't remember. Are you south train? Your first junction. You've got to be south train. No, you're first junction too. Where the hell is south train? That's not good news. Makes me think there's something bad might have happened to South Train. Where's the South Junction train? There he is. Okay, here he comes. We can watch this now. So this is the South Junction train. We're gonna hop on that train when it gets in here. There we are. Here's South Junction train. All right. Make sure the times are right. South Junction, 30 seconds, 15 seconds here. All right. Now this is how you can do it with one rail line. As long as it doesn't have two trains running on it, that's no problem then. Yeah, you can see that. That's the way the South Junction train works. It's going to spend 20 seconds here, 20 seconds here, and then it's going to move on. We're going to get off at First Junction here, and we're just going to check it out. Whoops! That's why you don't jump off a moving train, guys. That's why you don't do that. All right. Well, let's head. We'll head all the way back up here, and you'll see something else I've made. Wait till it stops to get off. So you see, there's a couple of. In case you guys don't know, you can use these guys. They don't have to be connected to the network. You use them with some construction bots like that, and they'll do repair work for you. So as long as you keep a few repair packs. Oh, that's why I don't need another 50 of them. Yeah, it's silly of me to do that. So what we got going on here is a whole bunch of repair packs and a whole bunch of repair droids, and it's gonna keep going here and gathering all of the iron that train is. It's gonna keep gathering all the iron here and just keep going on. As you can see here, I've got it set up for future expansion. I am running into problems now that these guys are beyond my abilities. Substantially beyond my abilities. Holy crap. Yeah, it's disgusting. I can't even... When I start fighting them now, there are so many of them, they swarm me so severely that I am not able to defend myself. So I was concerned that I wouldn't have enough iron to be able to start doing the production of speed modules and efficiency modules and productivity modules. But I do have enough. I will have enough. Okay, here we go. There's the train again. I like to do the 2 locomotives because they're so much faster this way. So now let's get back. I actually haven't been back in to check out exactly how much iron we're bringing into the environment in a very long time. Like, I don't even know what the situation is back home, basically. I have no idea. So, I think it's time to start rocket defense. Or rocket silo, I guess is what it is called. Alright, this should bypass everything. Yep. Boom. Alright. Let's hop off, because we don't really need to stay here. And that's our iron train so far. And I can always expand that the further I'm able to creep out. I can always expand it further and further and further. That's not a problem. So let's see what's being produced right now. There should be almost nothing being produced. What would be being produced? Oh, yeah, right. So I made a little bit of a rocket production facility here. These things are god-awful. Just god-awful. What is holding up production? I think we've exhausted our supply of sulfur. Yeah, big time. Because we probably don't have enough. We probably don't have any petroleum left at all. Yeah, I ran into an issue a little bit ago. I ran out of petroleum, and I've run out of oil. So I'm now, like, I don't even have light oil to make petroleum. I have some heavy oil to make lubricant, but that's about freaking it at this stage. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad how little oil and petroleum gas I have. Not much I can do about it, unfortunately. Shit, we're out of plastic as well. And that's not good news because my plastic production was making... Yeah, it was making these guys. Which I do have 200 of. But I've been using them exclusively to build my... yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I've been building a lot of these things. It's almost time. It's almost time to upgrade this to the next stage for sure. But we've been running out of components clearly because we don't have enough oil production. Now I have no way of creating artificial oil. What I can do, look at the pollution map. It's just disgusting. Crazy bad. What I can do is I can start to try and find other oil sources here, which obviously I'm going to need to do. A few in here, a couple there. Not a lot, is there? A couple up there. One or two there. I don't think I can cross this at any point. So with any luck, this landmass continues down that way. But there's no oil. There's no real oil anywhere. I think we got the majority of the oil when we found this place here. What I can do, oh, my fast tracks. I haven't checked on the fast tracks since I installed that production facility. Let's go check on the fast track production. See how much of that we have. See if we haven't exhausted our oil. All right. It seems that we actually produced an entire cabinet's worth of these things here, so that's pretty impressive. This place still has a lot of petroleum gas and crude oil. I wonder if there's a way I can... No, I know there is a way, actually. I can bottle up. I can make empty barrels, then I can load up barrels, and then I can offload barrels of crude oil. So this place has got a substantial reservoir of crude oil still, I think. Like that one's full. That one's full. These ones are all full. Yeah, this place has got a shit ton of crude oil. We should build something in here to transport that stuff out of here. So let's see. What's involved in this? What's involved in making this? Steel, eh? Do we have extra steel? Do I even know where I can make some steel? There's a ton of iron being produced down there, but steel, I don't know. I suppose I could take some steel from this. Make some steel right here. Let's check on the power production facility before we start doing some new projects. I don't know if I showed you guys this extra expanded area that I made. The power limits were hit again. We're getting enough now. Just enough, though. I really do need to start mass-producing solar panels again. I should actually get... I should have that solar panel production. There should be solar panels available for me somewhere. Where's my car? I'm tired of walking. Let's hop in the car. There it is. Alright, we should add some more solar panels to this area because it is getting rough to try and supply electricity. I thought that was a little long. I know this isn't the most efficient design of solar panels, like it takes up a lot of space. I don't really mind. I kind of like the way it looks more than the functionality of it. So I don't have an issue with the way it is. If you do the pattern like this, you actually utilize far more space than the way I'm doing it. So then it would be like that, and you can have power poles in between. All right, so if you do the design that way, you actually save considerably more space. You're getting more space out of the footprint. but I don't really care. That's not what we're after at the moment. We're just going to plop down a few more of these things because we are quite literally burning tons of coal a day just to supply ourselves with enough power here. So maybe we cut back on that. Just a pinch. Just a freaking pinch so that, I don't know, maybe we don't exhaust every piece of coal we have and then have to spend the next 25 freaking years building up a coal rail network when I want to expand the iron rail network a little further. Holy crap, rocket silo is almost done. Nice. I did add more production capacity to the science pack belt because I wanted to be able to get all of this stuff done as quick as possible without having to waste any time whatsoever. Oops. This game, I forgot how much, if you really want to start setting long-term goals, like we still have to make the, I'm sorry, my mind is like really not here today. We have to make these speed modules and efficiency modules and productivity modules. We still have to make those. All 3 series of them. That's going to be unbelievable for when it comes to the amount of involvement, quite honestly. That's going to be a seriously involved item. Okay, that's been getting hit a lot. A lot. Right? We may have to build... Okay, that's new. And that's new. Wow, they've been recovering since I was last here. Since I was last paying attention. They have been recovering. Yeah, the pollution is just so out of control now. Nothing I can do about that. Need to expand. Need to keep expanding. Can't stop expanding. Have to keep expanding. Oh well. Now that I have the way to, you know, the construction bots basically auto repair everything now. I don't really have to worry about them destroying anything because the construction bots, they take care of it all. As soon as something gets damaged, boom, they're on it. Where is... I know I just made these. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to finish building the last of this stuff here until I run out of solar panels, guys, and then I will move on to something cool, okay? Give me a minute. Well, look at that, guys. We finished rocket silo. And we have to build the whole rocket silo, obviously. Satellites, rocket plants, and then this stuff, obviously, we need lots of things to be able to do that. Rocket fuel is made out of solid fuel, so there is a point to that stuff now. Look at that. Look at all that craziness. Luckily, we have all these pieces now. I did dismantle the solid fuel production facility because it was draining my oil that was already crappy, so we can always redo that. It's not a big deal. But that's done. That means all of our tech research is done now. Because I'm not going to build the night vision goggles. If you guys have never used the night vision goggles, oh, they're so shit. It just basically turns what we're looking at right now green. It doesn't really amplify the light like it's supposed to. It just turns shit green. Awful. That's just all kinds of awful. Anyways, guys, I'm going to finish the solar panel plant and then we're going to move on. Okay, so I'm looking at the map and I'm having a realization that as far as coal is concerned, there's little pockets of it here, there, and everywhere. You know, there's a little bit there, a little bit there. But look at all the coal that's over here. Big pocket, big pocket, big pocket, big pocket, big pocket. Really big pocket. Pocket, 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 pocket. There's a lot of coal over there. Like a lot more than over here. So I had the realization that, you know what I should do is I should also allow for myself to be able to get the coal in the other direction. Which means building something that doesn't seem to be right. Okay, this should be good. Get out of here. You're not even useful at the moment. So this I can install. Now what I can do is I can install track in both directions. The coal isn't going to be like the iron. It's like, it's not as like time sensitive. You know, you run out of iron. Oh my god, we're running out of iron. Like, it's just all of a sudden, boom, you are out. Coal, it's kind of like, oh, seems to be running low on coal there. We should probably do something about that. Okay, let's do it. God damn it. That's stupid annoying. There we are. What this double loop system will allow is I can now have trains coming from both directions, and as long as I put my signals in the right spots, then they won't crash and kill each other. It'll be effective. There we go. Okay, and fix that. That's all she wrote. Now I can run this out to the other side here and pick up coal patches all down in here. So let's keep pushing our coal line out. I'm actually curious to see if trains can cross the track. I don't know for sure they can. We have no issue with copper at the moment. We've got copper for a very long time to come, so we're not going to sweat copper at the very moment. Stupid freaking trees, man. I hate the trees. Damn, that was silly. Alright, repair it up. It's not serving any purpose anymore. Now this is an issue because this is a major important section for me right now. This is producing all the coal that I have access to at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on as if this wasn't here. And then eventually, when we need the coal, we can tear this out. I don't think I need this anymore. This was mostly for providing stone for the actual production of Somebody repair that. I didn't mean to break it. Good boy. You know you had no purpose. Alright, there we go. I don't really need to take that too much further at the very moment because stuff and things. What I do want to do is I want to provide more copper... No, more iron. Actually, first things first, let's go find out what keeps attacking my base down here. Well, it's this crap right here, obviously. So let's go kick its ass. Look at this. These guys are relentless. Oh, let's hear it. You want to see how crappy the rocket launcher is? That's how crappy it is. You're starting to see how strong these guys are getting, though. I'll show you my armor setup in a second. But quite honestly, I'm going to need to increase my shields very soon if I expect to live. Yeah, if I expect to be able to survive going forward for any like serious length of time, here's my setup. So 3 Mark II batteries. Exoskeleton, obviously, you need that. Portable fusion reactors, always needed. You can't rely on the solar enough. And then I have 3 shields, which give me 450 shield capacity, which you can see right there. So it gives me enough punch to be able to mess these guys up pretty easily, I think. Let's just clear out these guys who have been encroaching on us. We're getting a little too close to South Junction. That's better. Now, what we can do here is we'll just siphon the ores and stuff in this area here, and we'll send it right down to South Junction. There's no point in having, like, everything get up in the way here. Multiple rail stations. That's pointless. What we're going to do is we're just going to take our fast inserter thingy. Can't think what it's called. Track. Fast inserter. This one. Express transport belt. Thank you. Jesus. Sometimes my brain, it don't work, okay? It did don't work. It did don't. It just don't. Boo. And I'm going to try and collect these groupings here. Actually, it makes more sense to have another junction, doesn't it? Look at this. If I have a junction right here, that is a smarter move. There's too many things there. Alright, so next episode, I don't know what the hell I'll be doing. Probably expanding the rail network pretty substantially. There's a lot to get done still. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you like the way the base is coming along and the advancement we have with the rail system now and the cool train system we've got going on here. I'm not very good with trains. I'm really just trying to figure stuff out as it goes. We're kind of like maxed out on ore, but that's not going to last that way forever, right? That's the thing, is we want to be future-proof. Future-proof is where we want to be. So, you know, I'm going to put in this fast transport belts, the express transport belts, and all the other stuff. So, thank you very much for watching, guys. And shake your head to the left and the right. I'll see you in the next episode of Evan Better Presents.